Josh, we've got a great guest for today's episode. We're bringing on Girls on the Run. They're a local nonprofit that helps inspire young girls to achieve fitness goals and to achieve completing a 5K.
That's awesome. Who are we bringing in?
We're going to talk to Austyn Malynn, their program manager.
Can't wait to hear what she has to say and learn more about that 5K.
Austyn.
They're here for fun.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I like it.
You want it, they can get you some.
So we've also now just wrote your theme song.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll perform at the Fall 5K.
Perfect.
Shoot. All right.
I'm looking forward to it. We need a contract.
Hey y'all, before we get rolling, if you run a nonprofit, this is for you. Comfy Stone just released a free 90-day donor retention checklist to help you keep more donors through authentic storytelling. Get your copy at comfystone.com/checklist or click the link in our show notes. Now let's dive into this week's episode. All right, thanks for joining us today, Austyn.
Oh my gosh, thank you for having me.
I'm excited to talk about Girls on the Run. So I'd love to start with, why does the Spring 5K remain a huge milestone for you guys in affirming the confidence of girls in our community?
Yeah, so I think my first kind of thought is a question for you. And it's, if you remember back in middle school, early high school, were you confident? Were you?
Absolutely not.
Right.
Oh my God.
Me too. And actually, it's not just us. It is girls in between the ages of 8 and 14. Their self-confidence plummets by 30%, like across the board. Wow. And it's for a lot of reasons. I mean, your body's changing, you're facing societal pressures and beauty standards for like the first time, really. And it's a hard time to be a girl, to be a kid, but to be a girl especially. And so kind of we have that going on. And then it's a pretty well-known fact that physical activity, running in particular, is good to boost confidence and your mental well-being. And but the sad thing is girls are often left behind. Girls drop out of sports at twice the rate than boys at that age. And Louisiana actually ranks second to last in girls' sports participation. So it's like really bad here. And so we have this disconnect. We have girls are feeling not confident. They're very insecure, and they don't have access to this thing, physical activity that is known to boost self-confidence. And so Girls on the Run is kind of aiming to fill that gap, to come in and reach them before that age where they really get insecure, and kind of be a program for them to not only find joy in movement and moving their bodies, but also there's a big social, emotional learning aspect and mental well-being aspect of it too. And all of this kind of accumulates at our 5K. Happens twice a year. It's at the end of our program. And really it's for these girls to kind of, a lot of the girls is people who have never run before, and they go out and they complete this 5K, and that's, wow. If that's not tangible proof that you can do anything that you set your mind to, it really is just this big confidence booster, and it's like the most joyous day, and we just have a great time. So yeah, it really helps.
Wow. Well said. Well
said. I mean, little preteen Maya is like,
where was that when I was a kid?
Yes, no, I wholeheartedly agree. That's like our second catchphrase, basically, is that, I wish I had this program as a kid, because everyone can benefit from it. And when I sub-coach, when I talk to the coaches, these are volunteers that come out in the community and coach our weekly practices. They're saying that they are healing their inner child too, because you're, telling these girls, you are worthy, you are brave, you belong here, and you are perfect just the way you are.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, here come the waterworks, It's hard to not just see the, impact of that. So,
that's amazing. And it's just like, I think too, what you said that struck with me too is especially, I mean, probably all kids, but especially girls, like there's no guidebook. Like you show up, you get all these problems thrown at you, and then it's like, all right, figure it out, and it's
Right.
like, so having an outlet is really awesome to be able to do that.
Yeah, and just also somebody else to talk to in
Yeah.
a group, like an adult that's, helping encourage you that isn't a family member. And then, like, these other girls that aren't. Because I also remember, like, being in school and, like, girls just being mean. And you're like, oh, my goodness, you suck. I got to get out of here, you know?
Yes.
Like, but to have another outlet that is separate from all of these things that
Yes.
you're forced into, I think
Yeah.
also helps everyone thrive.
Yes. And it's a big part of it is the non-competitive nature of it.
Yeah.
And girls need that because I think we're thrown into this world of girl against girl. And it's, you can be this girl boss, but there's only room for the best of the best. And so it's kind of reaching these girls at this age where it's like a win for you is a win for me. We are together. We are in this together. We are all going through very similar things. And if we don't talk about that, we're never going to know that the person right next to you is feeling the same exact way you're feeling. And so it's really special that our program gets to be a place for that, like, coming together. And we actually just heard a story from one of our coaches, Coach Tracy. She has been coaching for 6 seasons now. And we had girls on her team who lost their grandparents really suddenly in a car accident. And she, these kids came up to the coach before practice that next week and was like, can we talk about this? Can we talk about this at practice? And I was just like, oh my God, like the fact,
Wow.
I know. And when her
Wow.
parents found out, like, they were astounded because they hadn't talked to their family about it yet. And so the fact that they felt safe enough by not only our coach, but their team to grieve together and come together and be supported, I'm just like, it's awesome. It is hard not to wake up every day and be like, wow, okay, no matter what, we're doing the work.
We're doing the work.
That needs that for all of the little girls everywhere and for the little girls we once were. So
That's awesome.
Yeah. Shout out to Coach Tracy.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Tracy. Yeah, wherever you are,
Airline
man.
Park, we love you.
See you on the track.
Yeah, see you on the track at the 5K.
How do you guys, this sounds like a really great opportunity for all girls. How do you guys kind of make sure that all girls do get involved with the programs?
Yeah, so actually in 2021, we shifted to a sliding scale program fee based on annual household income. So you just submit an estimate of that, and it will automatically adjust based on the different buckets that you might fall into. And that is, I think, honestly, one of the best things we've done in our 15 years of being in New Orleans, because it really allows us the opportunity to kind of put our money where our mouth is and be like, if we believe in the impact of this program, which we do, we so do, then we should believe that every girl everywhere, regardless of their family's financial situation, should have access to it. And so this sliding scale pay what you can method really makes it so that all of these families can join the program, pay what they can, and even if it's maybe they're just having a hard year and their household income doesn't reflect what they need to pay, we have a spot where they can reach out and ask for other help in other ways, and we have our payment plans and stuff like that. So it really is any girl anywhere can get involved, because every girl, specifically the ones in disadvantaged backgrounds, needs this program, needs the space to be a kid, to be heard, to be seen, to feel confident. So yeah, I'm really proud of that. And I think as an organization, it was a necessary step for sure. So
awesome.
Yeah, we're very excited about that.
Wow. It comes through, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, speaking of being excited, how do you guys prepare your participants, your coaches, the community to all get excited and amped up for this race?
Yes. So really, when we say run, we mean run, walk, skip, jump, do a little dance, whatever you need
all right,
to do.
you sold me there.
Oh, there you go. Whatever you need to do to get across that finish line at a pace that feels comfortable to you. We call it your happy pace. And and so at the practices, the girls actually set their own lap goals, their own pace. And so we give them the agency to decide what feels good for them. And in the beginning, they might sell themselves short. They might do something that we know that they can do more of. But it's allowing them to kind of create their own goals. You get really surprised that how fast they realize, oh, I can do this, because they're doing it for themselves. They are not being told to go run 10 laps around the track, This isn't about using physical activity as a punishment or a way to, do any goal that doesn't feel comfortable for yourself. And so it really is taking that agency and putting it back into their hands. And so that is something that really inspires them to show up for the 5K and just feel like beyond proud of themselves. And it shows when they cross that finish line and they have the look on their face. And Brittany and I, our executive director, we're both bawling because it's just so beautiful. And it's a good moment for sure.
I feel like that's something you could get behind, Maya. We were talking before about how you're not the most avid runner. Your running is not in your wheelhouse, so like you could definitely dance across the finish line.
Yes,
this is definitely inspiring me.
Yes, and I mean that's something that like our coaches. So many of them are not runners, and so many of them have never run a 5K before. They just see that girls are coming out of this program believing in themselves in a way that they never had before, and they're like, okay, I need to get involved in this. I guess if that means I'm running. And so they really are the first people to be like, oh, like running doesn't have to mean, pushing yourself to a limit. It is
just like intense marathon of training for 6 months and all of this. Like it can be at your happy pace.
At your happy pace.
That's
happy
right.
Pace. Yes. No. Gotta love the happy pace.
That's awesome.
Real quick, guys. Did you know it can cost up to 7 times more to find a new donor than to keep one you already have? That's why at Comfy Stone, we created a free 90-day donor retention checklist. It's simple, step-by-step guide that shows you exactly what to do after someone donates. From how to thank them to how to tell stories that keep them engaged and giving all year long. You can grab your free copy at comfystone.com/checklist or click the link in our show notes. All right, let's get back to the show.
Do you feel like the 5K is kind of like a culmination of all the hard work that these girls have gone through throughout the year? And like, what are some of the things that you notice, whether it's like social emotional learning, things like that they kind of experience, the community? And that's a big thing I hear is the community that they feel throughout it.
Yeah. So I think it's about being able to move forward in a way that they feel comfortable with, and finding that joy in movement is very important. But like you mentioned, that social emotional learning is something that really, I think, sets our program apart. And a good example of this, one of our activities is like our own take on freeze tag. And y'all remember freeze tag?
Yeah.
I love freeze tag.
Dude, that's all we ever played on the playground back in the day. Right? Yeah, all right. Yeah. See us out on the freeze tag court.
But yeah. And so basically we're running around, we're playing games. But when you get tagged, you have to stop and you have to hold 5 fingers up and you have to take deep breaths. And you trace your fingers up. And so you go in and out, in and out. And you do that 5 times, and then you can get back in the game. And so after that, the coaches, gather everyone around, and they're like, okay, so how did that make you feel to stop and take some big, deep breaths after, running around? Your heart is racing. How did that make you feel? And they're like, oh, it helped us pause. It helped us catch our breath. It helped us reset and get back in the game better than before. And she's like, okay, So can you provide other examples in your life where it might be beneficial for you to stop and take a breath?
Wow.
And so it's like, yes, if my heart is racing, maybe I'm not running, but maybe I'm about to give a presentation. Maybe I'm about to go on a podcast for the first time. maybe I'm fighting with my siblings or, taking a test. Like any of these stressful, hard situations, they have this tool in their arsenal now that they can pause, take their 5 deep breaths. And so it really is, yes, it's about running and getting active, but it's also equipping them with the tools to just be the best versions of themselves and to be able to move forward in life well equipped for the world that is kind of really hard on women and young women especially. So, yeah.
Wow.
Man,
you came out the gate swinging with that one. I love that. I love that. Yeah.
And then, also just thinking of like the long term like growth you get from that, of like knowing that you need to take a break. Yeah.
Yes, it's so important.
And how you apply this to, it's funny. You mentioned fighting with siblings. My siblings keep arguing with each other. They live next to each other, and so they just sometimes spend too much time together. And I'm like, man, if preteen siblings would have also had this, so now I'm going to go home and be like, all right, when you guys are fighting, when your heart is racing.
No, you got to play freeze tag with them first. You gotta, and then you teach them the lesson.
And then teach them the lesson and be like, you're going to count to 5 and take a breath.
All right. Who do you think is going to be more into it? Which sibling do you think is going to be more into
they're both going to tell me to get the hell out. But I'm going to try.
And that's what matters.
Yeah.
That's what matters. You show them this episode and you say, hey, Austyn told you to behave.
Yeah. I love it. We need a WWAD. What would Austyn do?
Austyn would do a lot of things.
All right. Well, we got time.
Yes, we do.
So how does because it's an after school program, right? That helps them practice and gain traction to be able to do the 5K, right? How does the after school program work?
Yes, so it's twice a week. The schools, it's no cost to the schools, which is a big barrier for schools when they bring in after school programs. So the school, a parent, a teacher, whoever, comes to us and tells us, we see what you guys do and we want to implement the program. And we're like, yes, perfect. And so it's 75 to 90 minutes of practice, and they need at least 2 coaches. A lot of the times that's teachers, parents, staff, but also we get a great amount of volunteers from just the wider New Orleans community. So anyone who just wants to get involved, we get a lot of college students. We have junior coaches from high schools who need volunteer hours. We have alumni from Girls on the Run who come back as junior coaches. So it's just anyone really has a place in getting involved and helping empower, this next generation of girls. And so the after school program is put on. It lasts 8 to 10 weeks, starts in the fall. We start in September and this season, and then we also have a spring season as well. So it's twice a year. And really, the school sets the time and the location. We provide the coaches with the curriculum, the snacks, the training, all that jazz. And they just get to, be that role model that they needed or had as a kid. And it's just an empowering experience for them as well as the kids. And then, yes, it ends with the 5K. We have them all around the city. Our last one was at Joe Brown Park. And basically, it's just, that physical, tangible sense of accomplishment that you get to celebrate with the kids, their friends and families, their coaches, the coaches' friends and families. Yeah. Everyone is invited. Community members all over can run with us. We always encourage that. And then we have just 200 dance crews, members out there cheering the girls on. And there's glitter and tutus galore. So it is a fun experience for them to just connect that with everything they've learned throughout the season. So,
That's awesome.
When you were talking, it made me think of I was a theater kid, and that culmination of like practice or rehearsals, and then getting able to perform in front of your family and your friends and your classmates. So like I definitely understand that feeling of when you get to complete the 5K, and it's like all of these people came out to see me.
Yeah.
Yay!
And it's great too because it's not the way you treat it is not like a traditional run where there's not like it's not about like competition. It's about like, doing it together, which is great.
Exactly. There's not a first place or a last place. Everyone gets a medal.
Yeah, we just want you to complete it.
We are there. If you finish the race, you hang near the finish line so that you can cheer on the other people coming. And it's just this, a win for you is a win for me because we're all completing this at our own pace. And that is just, oh my gosh, it's so empowering to do that, not only for yourself, but with people that you know actually care about you and have seen you grow. And it's just, it's so special.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. Incredible. Incredible stuff.
Yay.
So incredible. Where if people want to get their they're involved for volunteer or to have their kids being part of the program, how would they get in touch? Or, if there was someone out there that wanted to help, support this program.
Yes. So great question. You can go on our website. That's GOTR.org. We got the GOTR.
Came representing.
Oh, yeah. GOTRNOLA.org. That's our website. And basically, we actually just launched this survey on our website, this contact us form called the Join the Village. And because we all know it takes a village. And especially now with everything going on in the nonprofit world, we need our community now more than ever. So there is a seat at the table for you, whether that is getting involved with your time, talent, or treasures. So your time, you can volunteer with us. Be a coach, be a sub-coach, volunteer at the 5K. We always need strong people to help lift and set up things because it's really exhausting doing it myself and with all our board members. So we always need that extra support. Your talents, we are always looking for people to join the 5K committee to, if you have so specific expertise. I mean, we're a small nonprofit. There's 2 full-time staff and a board of 11 that, loves the organization, but we can't be everywhere at once. So we always are looking for people to get involved. And obviously treasures as well. I mean, we love money. give us, please support. We need money to, support our programs. It's a scary time in the world for nonprofits with grant funding declining. And so we need private dollars more than ever to sustain our scholarship programs because we refuse to scale back. The sliding scale program fee, like I mentioned, is something we are so proud of and we are not getting rid of anytime soon. And so we need, generosity from our community to continue to sustain that. But also there's other ways like in-kind donations. We're always doing auction items or showing up for our fundraisers like give back nights and restaurants that give back a portion of their proceeds to Girls on the Run. There are just so many ways to get involved. And obviously if you want to sign your girl up for our program, you can also do that on our website. Girls in the 3rd through 8th grade. We're in schools all throughout the city, as well as community sites at parks where anyone can get involved, whether or not your kid goes to a specific school that hosts the program. So there's really any sort of way. And if you are a nonprofit person listening to this, we love our nonprofit community. We think New Orleans has the best nonprofit ecosystem ever. So we're always inviting nonprofits to come table at our 5K, get in front of our families because we only host the programs in the spring and the fall. So we want our families to have access to different organizations around the city that they can do year-round, anything. We believe that our families deserve the best, and nonprofits in New Orleans are the best. So, so just fill out that form, get in touch. We want to have you in our village. So.
All right. Fill that form and get in that village. There you go. All right. Join that village. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well.
Well, one more question for us?
We have one final question.
Oh, I'm nervous.
I wish I knew the final Jeopardy noise.
Oh, is that it?
No, that's not it, but I like it anyway.
He just onomatopoeia'd.
Onomatopoeia'd for this question, which is, so there's a lot of like themed things in New Orleans,
Ooh,
like Red Dress Run.
that's
You
true.
know,
Yeah.
the Crescent City Classic has
Yes,
like people
yes.
dressing up. If you could have your own run where it was like themed in some way, what would you like
Ooh.
theme it as and why?
Oh, this is a good question. I love a theme. I love a theme. Actually, this question was pretty relevant because every year we are a part of the Crescent City Classic. We're one of the charity partners. And so when people sign up to run on our behalf, we get, we throw them a little party at the little Crescent City Classic Festival, and we always have a different theme for that every year, and so different t-shirts and all that swag bags, and just giving back to the people who ran on our behalf and raised money for us. Like, oh, we love those people. And so we have to choose a theme for that every year, and last year it was New Orleans iconic duos. And so it was like beignets and cafe au lait, or second lines and brass bands, or Mardi Gras beads and masks and things like that. But the biggest iconic duo of them all is Girls and Greatness. And so, yes, it was, so it was bringing that together. And then we had just like this line of New Orleans themed shirts and pins and stuff like that, all that good stuff that we got to give to our partners and also sell. You can see it on our website. But it was a great theme, and because we all love this city, and so it was fun to kind of bring that to fruition. So
that's awesome. Man.
What about y'all?
I'm gonna go brunch theme.
Ooh,
Wow.
yes.
So how's that gonna work? Is it gonna be like you have like little like brunch like mimosas, just kind of like you just kind of walk and the mimosas just kind of lined on the side?
I wasn't thinking that, but that is awesome. One year there was a brunch festival.
Oh.
And I dressed up as a mimosa and my friend dressed up as a Bloody Mary. And so I would encourage people to costume as brunch items.
Ooh,
I think like the after party after the
Brunch.
race would be brunch themed.
Yeah.
Apparently now we're giving mimosas along the race.
Obviously.
It's like kind of like how you got to run and get the water.
And get the water,
mimosa.
and then we have water and mimosa,
Like
right?
little tiny little champagne glass where you take a little.
That's so cute.
I love that.
That would be adorable. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's good. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, what my thing was is like I really like things like the emo nights at like Republic and like stuff like that. And I was like, it'd be cool to have like a race where it was like every year was like a different music theme and like so it's like the music of that era or like 90s pop or whatever it is,
That's the theme of the whole like
the race that year,
race,
and then so it's like so
Right.
there's just different music playing and exposing people to different like nostalgias and stuff as they like can run or walk to
I also
it.
think like the shirts would then be
thank you
good.
so
Like a band
much.
shirt,
Yeah,
a band
Metallica,
shirt,
whatever.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
So
Talk
and you can
about-
wear whatever you want in that era or whatever. Yeah.
Talk about healing your inner child. Middle school Austyn would have eaten up an emo themed run. That was my bread and butter.
All right.
All those
bands.
bands. Still love them to this day.
Still love them to this day. My
but
Chemical Romance. Impossible to get a ticket for.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, Fallout Boy.
21 Pilots.
All right.
All that good
Keep naming them. Go. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining.
Yeah,
coming
thank you.
through.
Thank you for having me. Looking forward to the mimosas and all that good stuff. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to Missions Bayou, powered by Comfy Stone. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to follow the podcast wherever you listen. And if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe and drop a comment, letting us know your thoughts and who you'd like to hear from next. We'll see y'all next time.